We have all been there. You've been on social media, you come across this bike that is just pristine, catching that afternoon light, and you think to yourself, that's it, I am doing it, I am buying a motorcycle. It's an incredible feeling, and honestly, making that decision is the start of one of the best chapters in your life, because there is nothing quite like the freedom of two wheels. But before you walk into that dealership where you hand a wad of cash to somebody you met through Facebook Marketplace, we have to take a massive step back and look at the actual big picture here. Because nobody wants to admit this when they're all caught up in the excitement of it all. But buying the bike is actually the easy part. It's everything that happens after you've bought the bike, when you bring it home, that catches a lot of people off guard. Today we're breaking down the genuine, honest and practical things you actually need to consider before buying a motorcycle, so you don't end up with that terribly expensive garage ornament. So let's start with the big one, because it's the mistake that ruins the experience before it even begins: the money. When you look at your savings account and you see a specific number, let's say you have maybe $5,000 put aside. That does not mean that you have a $5,000 budget for your bike. The price tag on the motorcycle is just the entry fee to get into the stadium. First, you have your safety gear. You need a proper high quality helmet, a protective jacket with the shoulder pads, the elbow pads, and the optional back protector as well. You need your gloves, you need your riding pants, and of course you need your boots. Do not skimp out here, and whatever you do, for the love of God, do not buy a second-hand helmet. Just do not do it. Budgeting for quality gear can easily set you back several hundred, maybe even 1,000 to your initial startup costs. If you buy a bike and you cannot afford the gear, then you cannot afford to ride. Then there is that silent budget killer that catches every new motorcyclist out, and that is, of course, your insurance. If you are a beginner or you are looking for that high displacement motorcycle, insurance companies are just going to look at you like a massive liability. But before you pull the trigger on that specific motorcycle that you want, get an actual insurance quote using that bike's registration or the specific bike details. Don't automatically assume that it's going to be cheap because it's a motorcycle, because getting hit with a massive insurance premium after you already own the motorcycle is just, it's brutal. It's a brutal wake-up call. Next up, you have to leave your ego completely, and I mean completely, at the door when you are choosing your first motorcycle. And everyone wants the bike that looks fast, sounds aggressive, and commands the entire group's attention when you pull up to a bike meet. But starting on a bike that has more horsepower than you are comfortable or ready for is just a recipe for disaster. If the bike is too heavy, or it's too twitchy, or completely unforgiving to a twitchy throttle hand, it's just not going to be fun to ride. It's just going to scare you. And when a bike scares you, you don't ride that bike. You just sit there and you stare at it. It just sits there. You want something that is forgiving while you're building up that muscle memory. A machine between the 300cc to the 500cc range is the complete sweet spot for beginners. These bikes are light enough so that when you do make a mistake at the slow speeds, then it is manageable. Or when you stall at a junction, they are plenty fast enough for the highway or the motorway, depending on where you live. And honestly, you can wring their necks and use 100% of their power without ending up in the back of a police car or the back of an ambulance. So buy a bike that you can master, not a bike that you are absolutely terrified to ride. Here's something that car drivers are almost never prepared for. Motorcycles are very high maintenance machines. You cannot just turn the key and commute for 6 months and completely ignore the mechanical components. With a modern car, you change the oil maybe every 10,000 to 15,000 kilometers, keep the screen wash topped up, and then just call it a day. With a motorcycle, you are the mechanic, or at least the first line of defense. Every few hundred kilometers, and especially if you're riding in the rain a lot, you need to clean, lube, check the tension on your chain. You need to check your tire pressure every couple of weeks, because even the slightest drop in air pressure can completely change the feel of your bike when you are cornering. And speaking of tires, motorcycle tires do not last 40,000 kilometers like a car like a car's tires would. Depending on the compound and how you ride, you might be replacing them every 6 to 10,000 kilometers. If you're not willing to get your hands dirty for regular checks or pay a local shop to keep your bike safe and roadworthy, you might want to reconsider the lifestyle. Now finally, you're going to have to be completely honest with yourself about how you're going to use your motorcycle on a day-to-day basis. We all have that cinematic fantasy of how we're going to ride in our heads: the sun-drenched country roads, the open highways, the perfect weather, and absolutely zero traffic. But what does your actual environment look like? If you have a 50-minute commute every single morning, buying a beautiful stripped back vintage cafe racer with zero wind protection just means that you're going to turn up to work looking and feeling like you've just come out of a wind tunnel. But if you live in a city with tight, congested traffic, a massively wide cruiser might make filtering or lane splitting an absolute nightmare. And then there's the weather. If you live somewhere where it rains regularly, like here in Ireland, are you prepared to invest in high quality rainproof gear when you are commuting? Or is your bike just going to sit in the garage as soon as you see a tiny grey cloud in the sky? Buy the bike for the riding that you do every day, not just for the fantasy riding that you do in your head. Now look, despite all of the warnings and all of the reality checks, riding a motorcycle is genuinely one of the freeing, or the most freeing feelings I've ever felt. There is absolutely nothing else like it on this planet, and it is worth the effort. But going into it with your eyes wide open ensures that your first year on two wheels is full of great memory and confidence, rather than expensive mistakes and just frustration. Now for the experienced riders watching this, let's help out the next generation just a little bit. What is the one thing that you wish that somebody had told you before you bought your first bike? Drop it down in the comments below, and if you guys have found this video helpful at all, or entertaining, or you just liked it in general, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Ride safe, everybody.